Hey, welcome back to the bunker. Today we're going to solve a problem in our shop. Our old computer desk was thrown together years ago and it mostly worked, but this being my main shop computer, I had stuff falling all over the floor all the time and we just needed something bigger. But I have some major challenges to overcome. So the floors aren't level anywhere and I have this huge metal shelf thingy embedded in the concrete right next to my desk. I could have gotten a jackhammer or some dynamite and gotten rid of that, but I may use it for something different in the future, so it's going to be safe for now. So on this build, I'm using a different method than I normally do. On shop furniture, I usually just grab some 2x4s and plywood and throw something together. But watching the guys in the local cabinet shop made me want to take a different approach. I also buy cutoffs and scraps from the cabinet shop, which makes building out a nice plywood a bonus and much cheaper with today's lumber prices. I mean, I'm not kin to the Rockefellers or anything, so I gotta save where I can. So I start out by ripping some pieces down for the apron of the desk that mounts under the countertop, which, by the way, I got really cheap. The cool part about this project is there's no plan going in. I was just having fun in the shop to see what I could come up with. Man, that's more cutting than my table saw has seen since I moved in there. Next, to cut things to length, I move over to my radial arm saw. Way to get in the way of the camera, Dan. Jeesh. Anyway, how many of you still use a radial arm saw? Put some comments below. I love it. I like it much better than a miter saw, honestly. Maybe it's just the way I grew up using that over the miter saw, but let me know what you think in the comments. So now I'm gluing and pin nailing the apron for the desk. I'll add some cabinet screws a little later once the legs are installed, but this will hold things together for now. I would probably have a large enough assembly table if I'd clean most of the stuff off of one end, but hey, this works. Next, I add some legs. Yeah, they're short. Remember when I said nothing was level in my shop? I'm going to build an adjustable two-piece L-shaped leg system that's adjustable on all four corners to solve that problem. So after the main legs are installed, I go to work on the adjustable bottom parts of the legs. So I start to, well, crap, the phone rings just when I'm getting started. That probably never happens to you, does it? So 10 minutes later, I'm back at the drill press where I was going to tell you I'm drilling a couple of holes. Then I cut a slot with a jigsaw. Again, Dan, nice camera angle, you moron. Oh well. Anyway, you can see here where I cut a slot in the board. Now to make 3 more of the same. So I mark the table legs and drill a hole in each part of the L-shaped leg. I then fasten the bottom portion of the leg with some bolts, washers, and wing nuts. The slot allows the leg to move up and down for adjustment. I also figured out that my original pieces were too wide because I'm putting them on the inside of the other legs. No big deal, we'll just slice a little bit off of each one of them. So it's ready to move into the office. Never any help around when you need it, so just wrestle it to the ground. The benefit of this construction is it's fairly strong but lightweight. Now, I wouldn't build a workbench this way, but for a shop desk, I think it's going to work great. So I check level in all directions. Cool, it's as level as it gets. I'll tighten everything down and we're ready to load this thing up. Okay, so it works, but I want to put more crap on here than this, so we're going to have to build up. So let's go vertical, let's build us a hutch to go on top. So I've been wanting to play with some joinery on my CNC. I don't have a dado stack for my saw, and I could use a router, but I have a router mounted to the CNC, and I want to learn how to do it anyway. So with a little tweaking, I had the perfect fit for a shelf board to fit in. Again, there's several ways to do this, but for future projects, I wanted to nail down how to do it with my CNC. But a little bit of glue in the dado and some pin nails to hold it until the glue dries. I grab one of my 3D printed corner clamp thingamajigs and make sure that it's square. A little adjustment with a fine-tuned hammer and we're ready to nail it. Yeah, here you can see I grabbed the only two clamps that I have that are long enough for this and clamp it up to dry. Okay, now the other half. And again, I'm going to use the only two long clamps that I have, so that's why I got to build it in stages. Now the hutch needs some stretchers to keep things in square, and I don't want a solid back on this thing because I'm going to have a lot of wires poking out of the back. So after studying how they keep cost and weight down on cabinets, I worked to build this in a similar way. Disclaimer, as you can see, a cabinet builder I am not. But I've learned a lot using similar techniques that they use. So after sliding everything in there, it's like, okay, but it needs a top. So I cut a piece for that, and with that, we're going to call this done. So with this new desk, roughly 6 foot wide, I'm able to get my main design computer, a secondary computer, that little silver box in the upper right corner there. The top monitor is also a Roku TV, so I can watch YouTube videos or have some background noise when I'm in the shop. So for less than 20 bucks, I have a functional shop desk that's adjustable if I move it around, and light enough I don't need a football team to help move it. Hey, thanks for stopping by today and hanging out in the shop with me. I learned a lot from this build and hopefully inspired you to think outside of the box on your next project. Until next time, get out in your shop and make something cool.